Welcome back to a fresh episode of Missing Curfew. Updogg, my man.
Big fella, how are you?
I'm hurting.
I can tell.
I got my hauls. You just did a veteran of all veteran moves, by the way.
That?
With the Labatt Blue.
I put them there just to tease you. Maybe you want one.
Where you told him to put them on my face. That was great.
Yeah.
You're like, go grab a Labatt Blue in the fridge and put it on your... I'm like, Updogg, my face is so puffy.
I mean, we told these boys who are proud sponsors of the Labatt Blue and Try the Light if you haven't, that we would create some content for these guys. And what better way than to stick them on your eyeballs after a 3-day weekend?
It started Thursday on me. My boy, shout out to Mikey. Mikey's a great guy. I met Mikey when I was 23 years old in Tampa. He was friends with Chris Gratton. Mikey at the time worked for Shrixton. We played golf together. We smoked weed together. He was just a cool cat that we've continued to stay buddies with throughout the process of, I guess, life and my career and this and that. So anyways, he was in town for the Hogue. So I said, Mikey, we'll go to Louis by the Bay for a little fucking
chicken parm.
Cacio Pepe and some chicken parm and a couple old fashions. And then we'll go back to 0 for 1. Well, 1 turned into 2 and 2 turned into 3 and back to my house. And next thing you know,
so you did a Wednesday.
I did a Thursday. I go, Mikey, now it's like getting to 1 o'clock. I'm like, I tried to kick him out at midnight. He started telling me more golf swings. Hey, I got to kick the left arm straight. And I'm like, all right, she's 12:15, she's 12:30. Finally at 12:45, I said, fella, it's time. You got to get out of here. I got to be up at 7. So boom. And then Friday was St. Patty's Day, Updogg. And I came into Big Canyon. I just started boozing right off the start all day.
Nice.
I played great on St. Patty's Day. Best I've played in 3 months.
That was good. I caught you Saturday night. Friday night. We had our boy Billy Quinn in town.
All of them.
Little dinner at Rothschild's. Our boy Frankie. Shout out to Frankie.
Yeah, Frankie.
But yeah, you were a little late getting out of the golf course, and I'm thinking, fuck, is he still there? I know there's some NCAA games on, but it's been fucking dark for 2 hours.
Yeah, me and Gordie got caught.
That's good.
Got caught sitting around.
Totally.
Yeah,
that'll happen.
Because I think his family was waiting for him to get home too. And we played golf. We're going to talk about it, but he's like, yeah, shit, I kind of got home late there on Friday. I'm like, yeah, I was late for dinner as well, but. It was a great day, and then we didn't play as great on the Saturday, but Billy Quinn was at my house till late on Friday night, and then Saturday boxing. Uppy, I was hurting on Sunday, bud.
That's well worth it.
Is it though?
Did you catch the UFC matches? Because you played your golf, but did you watch them?
I did.
God, I took Usman.
So did I. And I still think I had this conversation. Great job. I forgot to put that in the rundown. I'm still a big believer in octagon control.
Yeah.
Like if I take the fight to you all night, to me, that's important, right? I'm fucking bring it on. Come on. Right now, I get it. You're countering me, and Edwards kicked him a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was a lot closer than the judges were, and maybe because I had my money on Usman, I don't know. Well, Usman couldn't keep him down, I guess, was the biggest thing. Yeah,
there was when the kid grabbed the fence too.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's minus a point. I don't know complete rules of UFC, but he grabs a point,
that's
right?
That's a big thing.
Okay, so he was gonna get a beat down right there. So if he grabs that, if he doesn't grab it, he gets down. That's a point. Then the guy gets to barrel fuck him. What, right? Well, he's on top of him. Could be the whole round. Who knows? What do you guys heard of the barrel fuck? Yeah. So anyways, I'm thinking, why doesn't he able to start after the points deducted? Why doesn't he get to start on the barrel fuck?
Great point.
Because then he can start pounding.
Yeah, I think we got to send this clip to Joe Rogan and say that it's now called the barrel fuck. But what it's called is he has an advantage position, a position of advantage.
Yeah.
Right. So Edwards grabs the fence, gets docked a point. But still, he should start on the mat because he was going down no matter what.
Doggy style.
He was going to get barrel fucked either way.
Yeah,
that should have started with a good old fashioned barrel fuck, and it didn't. And you're right. And then Usman continued as the fight goes on not to be able to take it. Like I thought he was just going to take him down all match and fucking wear on him, kind of like he did the first time.
Yeah, the kid had some great ground control.
He
got up and he held hands and he was just like, fuck off, Usman.
The opposite wrist grab that Edwards had when he had him leaned up against the fence was a great play.
Is that what you do? Grab the opposite hand wrist grab?
Kind of the first time I've seen someone do that to a wrestler. Cormier was having he had a boner beside the ring because he's a wrestler, but he couldn't move his wrist and he couldn't take him down. So it was a good game plan.
So speaking of mixed martial arts aside, we don't even have this in the rundown, but I have to throw it out there. Our friend of the pod, Sean Avery.
Yeah.
What he was doing this weekend. I don't know if you've seen it on Instagram.
Yeah,
Have you seen it yet?
Yeah. It's a jiu-jitsu match. He went
Fucking
to
right. He was in a
full-
jiu-jitsu match. He kicked the guy's ass. The one video I
Fuck,
see.
he came hot at him, didn't he?
Yeah, and he give him the rear neck choke with the fucking chicken wing chokehold. He had his arm and his fuck. I think he won. I saw him a picture with a gold medal on.
Yeah,
Good for him. He's still just going at it. This jiu-jitsu, it's crazy.
Yeah, he rolls a lot. That's what they call it. And then there's this thing he calls. I'm not a huge jiu-jitsu guy. We should ask Evan Knapp. But I will say this: jiu-jitsu would have been good for guys that if you want to learn how to hockey fight, we're still going to talk about it. Take jiu-jitsu because it teaches you where to grab guys, and that's what hockey fighting is: where I grab you, where I twist you. But Aves calls it, I think it's called like soft rolling, where you come in and you kind of take it easy on each other. Where he'll always post like, "There's no soft rolling going on here, bro.
Yeah, totally.
All right, you coming in here? There's no soft rolling." So he's getting crazy for it.
Yeah, it looks you got to be in good shape. I mean, he was waxed after that round. He had. Like he choked the guy out, but then he was just like, I'm like, fuck.
Are you going to get into it or what?
No, my body's too fucked up.
Yeah, I was
going to
say, you pop your shoulder out.
Or my neck. Like, right? I don't want to get fucking choked. Like if Avery did that to my neck, I'd be in one. I wouldn't be able to golf for months.
I was just going to say, Aves is not a golfer, but his son Nash is maybe the best putter on the planet. If me and Getsy would have putted like Nash, we would have won our fucking spring classic. But when you golf, the first thing you think, I can't get hurt. I won't be able to golf.
Yeah. I thought about that when I was playing hockey. Down the playoff stretch, I'm like, do not fucking hurt yourself. Because
like, should I block this?
Yeah. We got the member guest in June. We got Bonnaroo after that. There's a lot of things I got to do. I can't have a fucked up thumb, which I did. Fuck. Ruins your whole summer.
You hardly golfed that whole summer.
I know.
Now you were
things.
You were in the conference finals then. You're like, I've come this far. I got to fight.
Oh yeah. But yeah, just when it immediately happened, I took my glove off, this first round against the Blackhawks. I took it off and my boy fucking Brodziak sitting beside me, my centerman, best guy I ever had. And this thumb was just poking out of the fucking hand. And I'm like, golf game is fucked. That was my immediate reaction. Not like shit. I'm not going to be able to take a slap shot for the next 3 months.
And I can't jerk off left-handed for a while.
Never did that anyway.
Never?
No.
Nah.
I'd let them do it.
I had this, I'll give a shout out to Nasty Knuckles. He asked me, he had some great questions. He asked me, who's your favorite teammate? I'm like, that's too hard of a question. Like pick one.
Yeah.
I couldn't pick one. I could not pick. Could you pick one?
Well, immediately who comes to like just when you just go boom, who is it?
Loops.
Yeah, see?
You.
But you had him when you were way too young and then like
Toronto, Konopka, Gillies, McGrattan.
Fact Daddy.
Yeah.
Ryan
Landy, Malone, Mike
Ryan
Smith,
yeah.
Vinny Scavier, Marty St. Louis.
Fucking rights. Some Hall
Willie
of Famers
Mitchell.
in there. Yeah.
I was just like, I'm like, Knuckles, that's too hard of a question for one. There's too many good guys.
Yeah.
Is there one guy that jumps out to you? Is it Brodziak? That's why I wanted to ask you.
Well, yeah, Brody, Bertuzzo, Steen. And then, I look down the fucking list and then it's Lupul, Hartnell, fucking Chemo Timonen, Richards, Carter. And then I go, where else was I? Phoenix.
Jovo.
Donor, Jovo, great guys, Biz. And then Florida is fucking
Lombardi.
Hubie, Hazy, fucking Hazy.
Yeah.
Right? There's a million of them. So it's like, boom.
It's a tough question.
Yeah. It's a great question.
It's a great question. It's just a tough question. So, Updogg, real quick on golf. I want to give some love to Chris Loomis. Loomis has been with the Ducks since I've been there, which is, I don't even remember, forever ago. He's a great guy. He's doing great stuff with the alumni. And we had our first annual Ducks alumni golf tournament yesterday at Pelican Hill. Saw Chris Pronger. Just like the good old days, he chirped me right away. Right away, I was like, Pronger.
I'm sure.
So I walk in, it's Pronger, Solani, Getzlav, Bieksa, and it's raining. I got my hood on, and I just see these guys, and I'm like, how much fucking money do you need to join this conversation here, boys? So I went over, started chatting with them. It was a good day. I do think we could maybe make it a little bit, I don't know if Monday's the day for it.
Well, it's a fucking rainy Monday in California.
But is Monday in general the day for it? Like, I know you told me before we got on the air, it's easier for the course.
Yeah.
But what about a Thursday? To start off the weekend with the Ducks alumni golf tournament.
Thursdays work.
I'd be sitting here in the same situation that I am now.
I think Mondays, you just treat it like a long holiday, like a long weekend, So, because you don't need to go to work. You fucking wake up, maybe answer a couple emails, have a coffee and Bailey's and a fucking ham and egger, and you get right to the fucking track. You think these You think these boys wouldn't want a fucking Monday off to tee it up?
Look at that blue light pyramid. Fucking, is that nice?
That's a nice one there. Huh?
I'm talking more on the Tuesday though.
To Tuesdays.
Like when it's on the Monday and you got to come into, you guys got to come into Hall Pass Media on Tuesday.
The Monday after St. Paddy's Day weekend too.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess it's just a long weekend.
I'm just saying, like, it was great to see the boys, and maybe don't go off me. I'm like, because I had especially after St. Paddy's Day. Good point, Max. I mean, it could have been the best part of the day yesterday, and I probably still would have been hurting. But like, I don't know, guys. You fly on Thursday, they have the golf tournament. Then guys stick around all weekend. Maybe have an alumni dinner on the Saturday, right? Maybe you do. I don't know if just, I guess you could do it the other way. I don't know. To me, I guess I'm not a Monday guy as the basis of my fucking story.
So was there a little after? Did they do the after shaker? Was there some steak and lobster? What
So
was
listen,
on the menu?
we went to Pelican Hill. We went up to this little the restaurant called Adore. Is it Adore?
Okay.
Or, you know what it is.
Yeah.
Up in the actual resort side. And then it was just cocktails and some finger food. It was great. I had a great conversation with Prongs. He had the whiskeys going. I go, remember when you invited me over to Thanksgiving and Christmas at your house and you broke out the Crown Royal and talked about, them winning the cup and, still how it stings and stuff like that. And Ken Huskins was there and I gave Husky an elbow when I saw him and Bieksa. It was great. It was great. It was great.
Yeah.
Prongs is like, you're leaving? I'm like, I'm leaving. I'm in the studio tomorrow with Ups. You want to come in? He said, no, I'm getting drunk today. I said, totally understand. I go, I can't stay. I couldn't stay.
Gotcha.
I couldn't.
Fuck, that sounds like a nice time.
It was cool. It was cool.
I should have got. I had a couple practice summers here. Where I was, skating. They wouldn't even let me in the room. But can they let me? Can they let me play in the tournament or what? I don't.
Listen, I had
guys
you.
Guy.
No, I had you in the tournament.
No, it's okay. It fucking raining. I woke up.
So
and
I
I'm
fucked
like,
up.
Thank God.
So I thought it was a foursome and alumni, right?
Yeah.
So shout out to Dennis Shannon, Citrus Modus, and our boy Casey at TaylorMade. TaylorMade put a group in, but Dennis Shannon put a group in, and then he's like, I can't play. So I figured, okay, I'm going to go. It was pickup, Doherty, Jim Abbott, Upshaw.
Yeah.
With my typical thing, I don't look at the fucking thing, and it's only three guys. And you were last to get. If you're shocked by this, boys, you're last to get back to me on if you're in or not.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
So I couldn't be like, hey, Doherty, sorry, you're fucking out. But
yeah, the long weekend, I had a fucking 3-day bender, and we'll get to that on Scottie's World here. But.
I text him on this is because you were playing a golf tournament too.
Yeah.
I texted him on Thursday being like, Updogg, fuck, man, I fucked up the golf tournament. I really apologize. Like, I want you to be there, but it's only a three guys and alumni. I think he even responded, yeah. And then he
I was fucking drunk, and it was an early text, probably 8:30.
Yeah, and then he texted me.
Already pinned.
He texted me Sunday. I'm just hung cheese on the fucking. I'm just like this. I'm like, Upshaw. He's like, oh, so I'm going to be pushing it to the tea time tomorrow, but I'll be there. I'm like, this fucking guy. I'm like, I already checked your messages. I already told you I fucked up on my end. So he's like, oh, yeah, okay, don't worry about it.
I still question it a bit. I'm like, any other alumni there, though? Hey,
you probably should have just showed up, to be honest with you. You could have played.
I would imagine.
If
it was sunny, I was coming. Just to get away from the fucking, the day-to-day. Just to get away from the day-to-day.
You're in next year. You should have been in this year, but it was a little dicey at the start. Raining. I'm hurting. I'm like, God.
Our listeners up in Canada are like, these motherfuckers are complaining about golfing in fucking March. Hey, because of the rain. It's fucking snowing up here. And my fucking ball sack's stuck to the side of the fridge.
Oh, man. It was funny. Chris Loomis, so good on you, Updogg. It's the first of hopefully many for the Ducks. So I just wanted to thank the Anaheim Ducks, their whole organization, the alumni. It was good. Loomis, if you're looking for maybe a couple tips how to make it a little more missing curfew style, you know how to reach me. So golf talk, Updogg sent me the champions dinner menu of what Scottie Scheffler is going to put out there. And fuck, I wish I would have had a green jacket because I would have banged down a couple cheeseburger sliders, guaranteed.
100%. I looked at this and I was like, just after the weekend and you pumped this Scottie Scheffler's tires, I'm like, now you really like him.
Oh, yeah. The old tortilla soup, my favorite kind of soup at Big Canyon. Ribeye. And then when you finish it off with a chocolate chip cookie skillet.
By the way, I kind of want to know what he's doing with that thing. I like to cook here. How is he making this chocolate chip cookie skillet?
I would imagine that's just like the bazookies at BJ's.
Yeah, but you make it in a cast iron pan, or is that what you do?
Yeah.
Like high heat?
Yeah, so then the outside's all like the crunchy and crusted, and the inside's all gooey and just...
I'm going to say you're going to get
you just pour the ice cream and the whipped cream
you're going to get your cookie's going to fit in a little cookie size skillet, and they're going to fucking put some Hoggy Doss vanilla on there. Yeah. And then if I was in there, I'd say, you got any chocolate sauce to fire on?
Yeah.
Hey, Freddie, pass the chocolate sauce over there. Tiger heads up. Put that on there.
Yeah.
And there's your own little personal
Hey,
skillet.
get your own, Freddie. Hey, get your own fucking Freddie. This is my skillet. Like,
Freddie, they're over there. Go grab
it's
your
a
own.
little hot.
But I love the whole ribeye steak. Black and redfish. I don't even know what redfish. Like that's like. What is
We
that?
had no time.
Yeah,
no
that's
time for that.
a Texas thing,
Yeah,
right?
we don't got time for
Got to
that.
be something in Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it feels like it might have had like some whiskers
It's like
on
a
it.
catfish.
Yeah, like I don't know. It's catfish. And the firecracker shrimp, that's a little. But I just think the cheeseburger sliders is a great way to set the tone for the boys.
Yeah.
Come on in, boys. Have a cheeseburger slider.
I'm going to go right from there to the chocolate chip cookie skillet.
I'll go cheeseburger slider, tortilla soup, burger, skillet. I'm heading back to the house we rented. The sweet boys over there. But Updogg, great saying that to me. I got a good kick out of it. And I just saw something else. Ted Scott is the name of his caddy. And since he's been carrying the bag, he's made 3.5 bananas. That ain't bad.
That's not bad at all.
That ain't bad. Just
that
in
means-
winnings, that's not what
That
he
means
pays him.
Scottie's made 35 bananas himself, right? 10%.
Exactly.
That's
And that's
nice.
not even what he gets on a weekly. Do you think you could look up Steve Williams' career earnings for me and just see
Yeah,
what?
probably. Do you think this motherfucker's like watching Scottie putt down the stretch and he's like, hey, motherfucker, I want to buy a new house.
Keep that head down. I
Yeah,
told you
yeah.
it's inside left. And I already picked out a new BMW, so let's make this.
Stevie
say?
Williams carried the bag from Tiger to 99 to 11.
Yeah.
And Steve Williams' net worth after that was estimated to be roughly 20 bananas.
Okay. So Scottie's got some work here for Teddy to catch up to Stevie Williams.
Yeah, I would say so. Let's see.
So that's because he's the highest paid caddy
His
ever.
net worth now is, let's get into
Well,
it.
he had lots of remember Valvoline? What's the motor oil?
Oh, the Valvoline.
Remember he'd take his tarp off after Tiger would win his bib and he'd always have that. So he had endorsement deals because he was Tiger's caddy.
It was reported Woods even gave the caddy 10 vehicles that were won at tournaments. He's got a nice little car selection.
He's like, fuck Tiger, I got to pay for all the gas here in this thing here. The upkeep, I'm going to put all these 10 cars.
God, so
20 million, let's
2011,
just call it 20 million.
things turned a little sour between the pair and they reportedly never spoke again.
Yeah, no, that happened.
Must have fucked his girlfriend.
Well, he fired him.
I
Remember
know.
he fired him? And then Stevie Williams carried the bag for Adam Scott and was like,
Mhm.
that was the biggest win I've ever had, and this and that. And then the week later, so much of a golf nerd I am. The week later, the Phil was talking to Stevie on the range, being like, buddy, shut up.
No kidding.
You carried a bag for fucking Tiger Woods. Like, don't be comparing wins here.
Yeah.
Right? You made 20 bananas.
You do nothing. You're like the fluffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fluff it up for the show.
I do like a good fluffer. So, Updogg, I wanted to talk to you about, I listen to Bill Burr. I'm a big Bill Burr guy. And I was listening to his podcast the other day, and he was chirping guys that like to get manicures and pedicures. And I'm going to sit here on our podcast and tell you that, well, there's a couple of other things I like more than a good pedicure and manicure, but I love getting them. And I love going in there. You're relaxed. You come out, your hands look good, your feet look good. So is Bill Burr wrong here or am I wrong? There's nothing wrong with the guy. Now, when I thought about it, boys, when I walk in there, I am the only guy every time I go in.
Not a bad thing.
And I just walk in, my big ass are probably like, now I'm a regular, but
Yeah.
so you got to get a nice
Used to be like
pedicure.
that in the yoga class too. Doesn't
Yeah.
make you a bad guy.
That's true. What about you
I'll
guys?
tell you what makes you a bad guy is having fucking fangs for toenails and crawling into bed with your girl and just fucking slicing her up.
Exactly.
Or just showing up to the beach or like in a shower and your fucking toenails look like, bear claws.
right? And
Disgusting.
the guy looks over at you like, you climbing trees with those toenails?
I'll tell you what, for all you listeners out there, for guys who think that Obi and I are on the wrong side of this, ask your girls.
Yes.
Ask the girls what we should do. There's certain things in life that you should actually take the opinion of, the female counterpart of your life. Toenail care is one of them.
Absolutely.
You
And
don't need to paint them pink.
No, I just get them shined up. Not
Yeah,
just
shiny
clear,
buff.
a little buff, shiny buff.
Yeah, shiny buff. Yeah.
And hockey players typically listen, my feet aren't perfect to begin with, but when I come out of a nice pedicure and I look down, I say, hey, I got no problem. Have a look. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then when you're playing footsies in bed, rubbing it up the leg.
Yeah, doing the old happy baby. Doing the,
Oh, God, your feet are soft. I know. He's got a nice pedicure.
why are they up near your head?
So, boys, what about you? I'm gonna say Bing's never had a pedicure, and Max has gone with his girlfriend a couple times.
I've never had one. I own a pair of nail clippers and I take care of it myself.
Do you do like foot baths or anything? What do you do for the stench?
I got the Manscaped foot wash stuff.
Oh, they do. Yeah. They sell the Manscaped foot wash, do they?
Yeah.
Okay. Binger?
No, I've never been. I don't want them touching my feet. I don't want them.
Binger get a little nervous over there talking about his feet. Huh?
I hate feet. I hate when people put feet near me. I hate bare feet.
Why?
No, they're do you know how a pedicure works? You're not giving them one. They're giving
I know,
one.
but I don't. No. I'm saying though, I don't want them touching I don't like them touching my feet. Like I don't want that either.
You don't.
No.
So you've never you wouldn't want like a nice foot massage from your girlfriend at one time or never.
I love massages from the girlfriend, but never my feet.
Where do you stop at the calf? You don't even get to.
You know where I stop the massage up. You know where I stop the
just
massage.
below the equator.
You get to the ankle and you're like, this is way too fucking far.
I get the calves get going a little bit. And
Yeah,
that's
you
about
get
it.
the calves going.
Yeah.
Is there anything weird about like the calves to you or no?
Yeah, like I don't.
You don't even like the lower part of the leg.
Massages are another story. I'm not a big fan of massages either.
Okay, because in the pedicure they massage the calf.
What kind of massages have you been getting, bud?
I've only gotten one massage in my life.
Well, we're gonna take you to a few other places that you might start liking them.
Hey,
fair enough.
You work too hard. You got to take care of the body, bud.
Maybe I just come in one day and Binger's sitting there. It's just like, all right, where'd you go? Oh, I can't. Oh, fuck, the best thing ever, bud.
Who was the first guy ever brought you for a pedi, or did you just go by yourself?
Well, me, you used to get pedicures back in the day over by the one thing, but I would. It was something I would do with the million girls that have broke up with me over my life. It was something I would enjoy with them before they broke up with me. It was a nice date for me. Like, hey, let's go get a manicure, pedicure. Right?
Totally. If you only had time for one, which would it be?
Pedi.
The pedi, yeah.
But listen, shout out to Newport Nails. I walk in there and
they're ready to
three
rock.
of these ladies come flying out. And they go neck massage, I go 100%. So I'm just there, feet, toes, head massage. Just like that. Starfish.
You're speaking Chinese to these guys right now.
Do they serve
like,
booze
what?
at these things? Like, can you sit there and have a drink while you're...
I'm sure they let you, but
yeah. They make you tea, fucking, You watch TV.
Does your girlfriend like pedicures?
Yeah. She's asked me 100 times to go with her. I've just never gone.
You should go. Yeah, I think you would like it. I think especially with your girlfriend, it's a fun experience.
It's like a nice warm. They get the bubbles and the little studs on your bottom.
Do they
of
have
your
little
feet.
fish that come around and eat the dead skin? Like, is that?
I think the one thing the one thing I didn't like at the start of pedicures is when but now it just tickles me a little bit.
The callus removers. See, when we played hockey, we had to keep those on because we took years to build those fuckers on there.
A lot of work
because your skates and shit. Like I'm sure a baseball player, soccer player, you have those calluses in the right parts of your feet. Because you're an athlete.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. You don't want to fucking shave those off. Then you get blisters again. You're fucked.
So if you guys want, you're absolutely right, by the way. If you guys ever wanted to get some good content, just go into Newport Nails. I usually go on, it's over by where Uppy lives. I usually go Wednesdays. Wednesdays usually like right after lunch. You could just see me just.
Oh, are you in the corner there?
Yeah, by the shoe store.
Yeah, but the shoe store's gone.
What?
Nice shoe store too. They fucking, sayonara.
There were some punks hanging outside there last week, and I was just trying to relax. These
little rats,
hooligans throwing the fucking light thing, and I was just this close. I had my head back, and I was just getting my fucking head. I'm just like this, and these punks are outside. I'm just like, I was gonna be like, shut the fuck up. Oh, I doubled my mic. So maybe we do a content piece on Binger. I would treat you to Max. Maybe you go first to your girlfriend, see if you like it.
Yeah.
Bing. I don't even want to see those feet you got under there, bro. Oh man, look at those things. Look at those socks. Look at those. He just pulled his groin. So, anyways, Updogg, I love a good pedicure. Shout out to Bill Burr. Get back in there. What we're gonna go? We're gonna do a little Uppy's World.
Uppy's World.
Party time.
Party time.
Excellent.
Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent.
What's going on in the Updogg's world?
Fuck. Well, we're getting to me now. I had a golf tournament at Bel-Air, which was, for anyone that doesn't know, there's like 4 golf courses in the LA district that are must hits, right? You got Riv, number 1. You got LACC, hosted the US Open this year. That's arguably number 2, probably the hardest one of them all. You have Sherwood. Shout out to our boy Rusty Babe. Great track, awesome fucking course, nice hang. But then you got Bel-Air too, which is probably out of those 4, it's the best hangout. So shout out to my buddy, Andrew McGinnis, fucking legend. You talk about being with a good Irishman over the course of St. Patty's Day weekend. Well, I was with one. And he was an all-time legend. He's funny. He fucking laughs. He's got great stories. Works for Discovery. So I met him years ago at Gauzer with his best buddy, Billy Bush. Billy Bush from Fox, Sorry Entertainment.
I met him through you guys.
He's the man. So he shows up. I given him a Missing Curfew hat when I first met him. It's probably 4 years ago when we first started because it's the OG one. So he wore that first day of the tournament.
Nice.
He won the fucker. He ended up winning. So good for him. Fucking, It was awesome. So he, down the stretch, I left before the horse race started, but he ended up fucking taking it down. So shout out to Billy for winning. Called the Little Pro. Stoli Babe was there. Dion Phaneuf's a member there. Holly was in town. Brad Hall is all time.
That's right.
We had some beers fucking the first night before we showed up. It was so funny. Me and McGinnis and Brendan Morrow were sitting there having a beer in our hotel. And Holly kind of shows up a little bit late and he's sitting there and he kind of scratches his head. He's like, all right, what should I have to drink? Thinking he's going to grab like a tea or something. He's like, I'll have a double vodka on the rocks. It was just the best delivery of all time. Thinking he's going to have maybe a light beer and he's like, I'll have a double goose on the rocks. It was all time.
I respect that.
Yeah. So we had a blast. And then, man, my highlight of the weekend was playing golf with, shout out to Massimo, who owns G4 Clothing. He's a legend clothier. And his partner was John Elway, which, we had Q on the podcast last week. Both members up at Cherry Hills in Denver. Just so happened that John Elway has a place in Newport Beach.
Oh shit.
And he's like, I don't go there much because I don't got a place to golf.
You're like, I'll take the key, John.
I just said, listen, we got a great golf course for you. Love to have you. Anytime. Like,
you better hurry though, John, because I don't know how much longer we're going to be there.
Yeah, but buddy, his game is tight.
I bet.
One handicap. He kicked.
Fucking John Elway.
I got up on him early and then they ended up kicking our ass. Now they beat us in the last hole. So it was 5 9-hole matches.
Yeah.
Followed by a great dinner. We had dinner at Craig's the one night.
What a spot.
What a spot. Talk about chicken parm.
Long as your arm. Long as your arm.
So all in all, a great weekend. It was a fun way. And then to see Billy at Friday night for St. Patty's Day.
Yeah.
And then our boy Lupo's back in town. So it was Uppy's World.
Uppy's World. Party time. It was good to see Loops. I hadn't seen Loops.
Yeah, it was good to see Loops.
Forever I haven't seen Loops. So it was good to see Loops. I saw Loops on Saturday night too, actually. We ended up at Casty's, but it was good to see Loops. So couple golf tournaments for the boys.
We
clipped
didn't win, a couple off.
Max, you got a curfew call for the fellas?
Yeah, let's play this curfew call here for you.
Hey boys, what's going on? This is Cole from Minnesota, second time caller. I got kind of a weird question that I think you guys could have a good discussion over. Would you rather have the NHL add a third assist or take away the second assist? Obi, I know what you would do. You'd say third assist because you'd be fucking Sidney Crosby of Calgary. Thanks, boys.
Fuck Cole. I had this conversation on St. Patty's Day at Big Canyon, half tuned up. Someone was asking me, or completely tuned up. Somebody was asking me how a point in the NHL works. And I brought up third assists and I said that if there was third assists, my numbers would be a lot better. So to answer your question, Cole, I would say third assists, Adam, especially for D-man, just because we're typically the ones that start the breakout. And like, why is your pass better? I got to give you the biscuit in speed. Updogg, here you go. You get it. You give it to another guy. He gives it to another guy, and then it's a goal. Like, I don't know. To me, the breakout pass to start the play, or the play, keep the puck in, then it goes to you, to another guy in front of the net. Why shouldn't I get one too? Because I kept that puck in.
Yeah. Yeah, I think of a couple things with this question. I've never thought of it, for one. B, if you're going to consider a third assist, there needs to be like a time clock on the play, or it needs to be a direct play. Like if you pass the puck from behind your net a guy carries it all the way up the ice and then he makes a pass, if you passed it from your own zone, you're not actually the reason the goal went in, right? But a good first pass is make you fucking millions of bucks in the NHL.
That's true.
But then you think about like in soccer, there's only one assist, right? Now it's not really a stat, but it does. At the end of the game, they only show the goals on a soccer game, right? They just show the number, what time they scored. But do they give like assists in soccer, kind of?
Yeah, assists are big in soccer.
NBA, there's only one, right?
Yeah.
And then not baseball, but football, the fucking quarterback doesn't get an assist for, a handoff. but
he doesn't get the yardage. He doesn't get the yardage,
but he also gets a touchdown and someone else is getting a touchdown with the receiving. So there's, all the sports kind of have their own little way, but hockey, I think you keep it at 2. And, the best players will always have the most fucking assists because they're always around the right play and they're always,
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. And I would say I used to hate unassisted goals unless like I came around the net and I turned it over right to you and you buried it. Yeah, then it's unassisted. But there was plays where, I go down the wall. Oh, it might have hit the other guy's skate.
Yeah,
but then it pops out, and the guy scores, and it's Upshaw and assisted. I'd be like, fuck off, it's unassisted.
There's no change of possession here.
Yeah, like I came down the wall and hit this guy's foot. If I don't come down the wall, there's no play.
Fuck, it was nice when you used to get him and you didn't think you were getting him wrong.
But
that didn't happen too often.
How painful was it on the bench when like you got the assist, and then you're sitting there, you're like, fucking right, boys, good goal here, and they're like, Upshaw from a loophole at 14:47, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, now I got to get someone to go over and say like, hey, dumb fuck.
Now I got to go to the captain or my assistant, Updogg. Yeah. Can you please go over to the fucking stupid clock guy that's over there that's fucking not paying attention? Or tell the ref, and then they got to change it. There's nothing worse than not getting one that you deserve.
Does that still happen? That's actually a question I'd like to ask these guys. They got to have it dialed in now, right?
They're not with all the cameras and everything.
They're not missing anything, are they?
They're not missing offsides. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah.
We're going to get into that here in the rundown. I mean, and I want to talk to you about from a player's perspective on how I think they should start handling. But I would say no. Nowadays, you probably don't have to worry about going to your captain.
Hell no.
Going to the ref.
They're fixing it. They're getting it.
Yeah. And there were certain refs that liked me. So I would go over to, not Billy McCurry, but Paul Dvorsky. I'd be like, Devo, come here.
Yeah.
What's up, Obes? I fucking kept that pucking on the wall.
Yeah.
Fucking hit the guy's shit pad, went over Updogg buried. I didn't get an apple.
It's contract here. Yeah. It's contract here.
For
fucking
me,
fighting for my life out here.
Right? I mean, when I was playing for the Avs on a 1-year deal, trying to get to 20 points, which I thought was going to be good for me, and it ended up being like, there was a couple nights I need that apple.
I agree.
Like that, you're going to cost me fucking $500,000.
I got 2 babes sitting third row.
Yeah.
My name gets announced on here. That's going to be a good night.
That's true too.
Right?
That's true too.
Let's be honest.
So let's get all the assists we can get for the boys on and off the ice, eh?
Yeah.
Hey? What's more important, assist on the ice or assist off the ice?
I don't know. I off ice, Hall of Fame. So
you were good at you had a lot of apples. I played with some guys that didn't like to share the puck off the ice really.
I know. Yeah. Never have time for that.
Now that I think of it, you could probably put Lupo in that category. But anyways, Cole, great question. Updogg, the intro is my favorite part of the podcast, but we'll be right back, fella. Welcome back to Mr. Curfew. Top Titty. 82 entries. I said last week that 100 to sell out. Is that accurate, Max? Do we know if 100 to sell out? Okay, so 82 entries. Updogg, where are we? Ooh. You know what? Actually, I wanted to kind of bet that you weren't going to get it in. And you proved me wrong. Because you were golfing.
I know. I was walking too.
Yeah.
I didn't have that much time in my cart.
So you got it in.
73rd at 82 though. Not perfect.
Well, hey, I was just happy you got her in. Because I know what it's like. Like if we would have had a top titty on Saturday, well, I couldn't have got in because my phone was dead. My phone was completely dead the whole day.
Well, I mean, when Calgary beats Vegas 7-2.
Yeah.
Vegas is at home. You can't lose that game. Ike said, he got $1.50 for me. That was not.
I had Ike's too.
By the way, Matty Tkachuk. Talk about doing some fucking 31. Stay hot.
I mean, Matty's playing unbelievable.
Bouchard 11 points for me, and then everyone else basically took a dump.
So when I did mine, I wanted McDavid. I said I was going McDavid no matter what. I did my whole lineup. And I think my second line center, it doesn't matter. I'm like, that's not good enough. So I started over again. And I went back with McDavid and Eichel. And then I said, how can I work my team around this? And I guess this is what might have cost me because Brock Besser got me 1 point and Barbashev got me 1 point and Miller got me 1 point. And those were probably the 3 guys that I had to fit under the cap. Right? Hubie, Shesterkin was great for me. Bo Byron was playing great. So I tried to go like Kyle Dubas style, top side heavy. Give all my guys the money up front. And my depth guys let me down. So, Binger, talk to me about your squad, Binger.
I don't think my strategy is working too well.
Maxie, great week.
Yeah, got lucky.
And then Brento.
I'm looking at Brento's thing right now. He had Rantanen and Matty Tkachuk. Ran in at 30. Kachuk has 31. And then I'm like, my brother was a D-man, right? I'm like, who does he like here? He had Ekholm, who, man, if you had him last night.
What a pickup, by the way.
Right? Great pickup.
He's been playing
How
unbelievable.
about that head up, shot, Reimer, just cheddar, Bob? How are you?
That was the fucking ladies' tees, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Fuck did he walk in on that one? I might have been
Charlie McAvoy.
Charlie
Prider.
So you said he focuses more on D than anything, or what?
No, I just want to see, like, because I always look at these D. I'm like, and you don't load up on your D. But I'm like, who's my, Brento's always in the mix.
He's always in the mix.
Like, I picked Tarasov?
Who's that?
If I know. I think he's from Columbus.
What?
Yeah.
You picked somebody from Columbus? Let's go down to the bottom here and see where you're at.
Yeah, no, I did. Tarasov.
You must have been drunk to pick somebody from
Salary.
Columbus.
I mean, he wasn't cheap either. He's $6,900.
Oh, you took Max Domi.
Yeah, I did.
I like him.
So you went Edmonton. I went the opposite. I did Dallas. I had Robertson and Domi, and they got smoked.
I've never heard of this D-man you picked up here.
6,900.
That's not that cheap.
I know, it's crazy.
I gotta look this guy up.
Bouchard, 4,200. Bouchard, I think, is a great $4,200 player.
Well, because he plays first shooter power play now with the Oilers.
Yes,
yeah,
and
that's a great pick.
You play with a blindfold with McDavid and you get 2-3 points a night.
I mean, their power play. Wow. So let's look here on Columbus. What's this guy's name?
Tarasov.
I don't see him here, Ops.
Maybe he's in the minors.
Maybe he's hurt or something, but no, he played. He got 2 points for you. He played. He's just, I don't know why.
Danil Tarasov.
Oh, he's your goalie.
There you go. He's the cheapest goalie I could find.
There, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
So you were stuck up against the cap. You're like, I'll throw in this fucking slug from Columbus and see if he
That's
can.
exactly what. Thanks for helping us out. Yeah. God, I thought he was a D man.
That's funny. I was like, fucking looking at him like, but he must have played. So congrats to Conway, 34-34. I love the top titty. I look forward to it every Thursday morning. And I do struggle to get my team under the cap. I really do. Because it's just like, I don't know if this is what a real GM is like, but you see, I can have this guy. I don't care what it costs. I want my David. I'll take like you look at the cap, you're like, no, I'm up against it.
I'm sure it's a little more stressful than just showing up there. I mean, there's some stressful times me trying to get in this lineup every Thursday, but I'm sure the GM is going to give you a few more gray hairs than just getting in that damn lineup. As I tell you, or how to fit in this goalie. Tara, what? Jeez.
There's probably a little more stress on Kenny Holland than me just trying to get in the top titty.
A few more hungover mornings after your trips through the West Coast.
Anyways, Princey, great week. Maxi, Brento, I think we should get a top titty legit jersey, a legit one. Get Sauce to make it and put the C on it. Put Brento's name on it and send it to him.
It's a no-brainer. We should have top titty shirt. Yeah.
But just give him the C. I want him to have the C. Because I think he's the leader of the top 10.
Is, totally.
Even though I'm still crushed about the Iron Man streak, but I do believe he's the leader of the squad. DraftKings lock of the night. Promo code when you're using the DraftKings app is Curfew King. Couple wins for the boys. Updogg took the Islanders at the Sharks. I took the Rangers, I believe, at home against the Penguins. You are now 11-6. I'm 12-6. It's officially, we're winning money. If you've bet on us now, if you stuck with us, you now are ahead. You have won money. So I feel good about that, Updogg.
Yeah.
You know,
I would say
pretty good record there. 23-12.
You just got to give your balls a tug.
You just got to be willing to lose your mortgage if we don't cover for you. But go ahead, Uppy. Start us off. DraftKings lock of the night, fella.
My lock of the night is going to be the Minnesota Wild versus Chicago Blackhawks. So I'm taking the Wild at home. Lock of the night.
You're going O'Brien style.
Yeah, I see your game.
Yeah.
The Wild, though. Come on. The Wild at home. No one wants to fucking.
No, they're playing.
It's still cold in St. Paul. Like, you go in.
They're humming. I'm going to talk to you about them too coming up and how good they're playing. That's a great bet. Listen, you were so far ahead of me at the start. You were going crazy underdogs and you were hitting them, and I'm like, fuck, I need to win. So yeah, I was going a little bit like minus 350 to minus 400s. Let me have a peek here. So many games some of these nights, it's hard to really narrow them down, but
Bruins Lightning, that'd be a good game. Canucks are playing great, by the way. Rick Tocchet. What's more of a bigger thing you think? You think it's more on Rick Tocchet or just having Thatcher Demko back? Because this is a big discussion in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And I actually reached out to Sportsnet 650 and said, I want to come on. And I got some things I want to say about a few things. But it's both. I mean, you need a good goalie, but Rick Tocchet's come in there and changed the way they play.
So they're saying it's just because of Demko.
Some people are saying it's because of Thatcher Demko.
You know what's wrong? There's a lot of things wrong up in Vancouver right now. And some of it is the media.
Yeah.
They played the game.
It's important to have a goalie. I get it. But got to give Tocchet his due is all I'm saying. I
agree.
I'm having a hard time here picking a winner here, fella. I'm having a real hard time. Kings, Jets, no. Flames, Sharks. Fuck, the Sharks you want to talk about a team that does not give a fuck about defense and is probably scary to play against. Like, they just go this way.
Yeah.
And they don't care. Like, they don't care if it's almost when they get scored on, they're like, nah, and they go right back to the face-off and they just come 100 miles down the other way. So they're hard to they're kind of hard to bet against, but they have been losing. But I guess I'm making excuses here, Updogg. You took the fucking sure thing on me. All right, I'm gonna go with Sidney Crosby at home against the Washington Capitals. They are now out of a playoff position. The Pittsburgh Penguins.
Hasn't happened since 05, 06.
Crazy.
Yeah. Sid the Kid will get us.
They got to get in, right?
I mean, I want you to get that bottle of wine off Jackie, so I hope it's Florida and someone else.
Yeah,
Maybe the Islanders get bumped.
The Islanders are hanging tough, man.
I know. Ottawa?
Right now, it's Islanders, Florida.
Yeah.
Ottawa's done. It's done. Ottawa's done. Washington, I would say, is done. I guess there's 12 games left. They're done. But it's the Islanders, Florida, Pitt. 2 teams for one.
Yeah. 3 teams for 2 spots.
Thank you. Updogg's got the Wild at home against the Chicago Blackhawks, who, by the way, play hard. Shout out to Luke Richardson. They compete. Their leading goal scorer on the fucking Chicago Blackhawks has 31 points, Uppy. Taylor Radish, who's got a hell of a shot, by the way.
Yeah.
But imagine your leading point getter get. I don't even think I've been on a team that's bad.
Me and Brad Boyce tied leading goal scorers in Florida one year. It was impressive. I think it was 40 points.
Oh, so that's kind of shit.
Maybe 40. Be worth checking out.
Taylor Radish has
Binger,
33
check out my
points.
stats in 2000.
That's tough.
12-13.
That is tough.
Pull up the Florida Panthers stats 2012-13.
And you know what? They come out of the gates hard, the Blackhawks, and they just run out of like skill. And as the game goes on, they're just playing in their own end. I mean, the Avs beat them last night 5-0. They play hard though. They're competing.
Yeah.
So to me, that's a feather in the cap of Luke Richardson. And plus, they're all trying to get contracts right up.
I mean, that's the teams you look out for down the stretch. These guys have nothing to fucking care for. Play for the deal.
You said 2012, 2013?
Yeah.
You had 27 games played, 4 goals.
Oh, not that one.
2013, 2014?
Yeah, I think that one.
76 games played. You had 15 goals, 22 assists, 37 points.
And what's the highest guy on my team? Brad Boyce. Yeah, go to the squad.
Highest guy on your team was Nick
Bukestad.
Yeah,
Bukestad plays for the Oilers. What do you have?
He had 38 points, one more than you.
Oh,
you were tied with Brian Campbell with 37 points.
Soupy.
Who was your coach on that team?
Peter Horacek.
Oh,
we fired Danino halfway through.
Poor Peter.
Yeah.
Peter always got the interim job with the Leafs and then got the interim job with the Panthers.
Right after
That's
us.
right,
Yeah. Great guy.
Loves
I love Peter Horacek.
Likes
the Stogies. I had him in Nashville when I was.
Yeah, me too.
Well, but I mean, early, like my first year, he was a minor league guy there. He's the head coach actually when I first got to.
Of the Admirals?
Yeah, when I was 19, I came up for playoffs and we played Houston, the Arrows in the playoffs, and he was our coach.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
And then he
Peter
came in, like backdoored Trotzy as the assistant forever, probably since you were there.
Yeah. He started running the D when I was there. Good dude. So DraftKings, the lock of the night. Get in there. The boys are feeling
lock
it.
of the night.
Updogg, something we have to talk about. It was just unfortunate that it happened on a Wednesday night. Well, not really because it was on TNT, but obviously we record on Tuesdays, we release on Thursdays. So it was a week ago, but it's something we had to talk about. Jordan Binnington. I was watching the game and it started from, they go up 3-1. The Blues are playing pretty good. And Reavo and this young kid, Mason Shaw, who I like,
every TV timeout, when Binnington came by the bench, they were all over him. And Binner was just starting to stew, and he was starting to stew. And then all of a sudden, they scored 5 straight on him, and Hartman, bumped into him, and the rest is history. But they were all over him. And I could get that would get fucking, enough.
Yeah,
right? You guys are beating me, you just scored 5 on me, you continue to chirp me. And it probably wasn't Reavo that was bugging as much as Mason Shaw, right? This young kid that's just all over you, and Binner's won a cup, and the wheels, you could see the wheels were turning. So I would have loved to have seen it, much as everyone else. Kudos to Fleury coming down. He looked
the best.
He looked calm.
He looked calm, and he wanted it. I love his the comments too on the mic'd up on TNT are all time. Go, come on. He he always do this. He always want to fight guys. Yeah. Oh, my hair. I don't like my hair like this. So funny. I mean, fucking all time. But what are they thinking? What are the linesmen thinking? You have a chance to take over the highlight of the night for the fucking world of sports in North America, and you fuck it up. 2 linesmen that should know their role. 4 cups between the 2 of them. Let them toe to toe at center ice. It had been an Osgood Patty Waugh moment that we would live on forever. NHL needs that shit. Figure it out. It's like, how do you not sit there as linesmen and look at each other's linesmen and just kind of just go, whoops. Whoops, and just let them go.
Well, that's the thing. And there was only, and the other linesman didn't have Fleury. So Fleury comes all the way out. Binnington gets pulled out of the fucking pile. He's kind of in one. Fleury comes down, takes his bucket off, everything you just said. And there's no linesman with Fleury. So if you're that other linesman, and I was so close to tweeting a picture of him out, I just didn't.
Yeah.
I just didn't, because
someone would say it's hate tweet.
I don't. I'm just like, I better not do this.
Yeah.
Right. But I wanted accountability being held. Like, to me, he should have been, I don't know if the NHL liked it or not, but I know our listeners, I know lots of fans in the NHL, I know ex-players did not like it. Everyone wanted to see it. Current players wanted to see it. If you're that linesman and you look over and Fleury is just standing there, you got to get out of the way. Just let him go.
How about the non-hockey fan?
Yeah.
We have enough hockey fans that want to see it. Talk about the non-hockey fan that's like, holy shit, this is awesome. Next thing you know, we fucking break the internet.
Totally.
Fucking figure it out.
I agree. And
throw a little UFC into the mix here.
They gave Binnington 2 games for intent to injure with the blocker and the stick.
That was awesome.
Came in hot.
Yeah, why not?
I love that he didn't even drop the stick.
No,
right?
he had the stick. It was taking out 4 or 5 guys. It was like a machine gun.
Like,
just
typically you drop maybe the stick and just hit him with the blocker, but he said, fuck it, I'm hitting him with this big 2x4 and this illegal weapon. Like, wham. I'd like to ask Hartman.
That's how you mow guys down. With
how
that.
hard it got him. It looked like it got him pretty good. I don't know. He might have sold it. Who knows?
Whatever.
2 games. My question to you is, they play one more time, April 8th. Is there any chance we get to see Fleury, Binnington then? Or if you're Billy Guerin and Dean Evanson, you say, hey, Flower, we're going into the playoffs. It's done with. Or if you're Marc-André Fleury, do you look at Binner warm up and say, I'm fucking going you first shift when the puck drops, just get out of your net and we're going?
That's a great question.
I
wish it's the latter, just because I think that would be awesome. But I know that Billy Guerin's more thinking playoffs than Jordan Binnington.
Totally.
And Binnington will try to start something probably again. So it'll be for good TV.
How great would it be though if it was just opening face off, the puck drops, and Binnington and Fleury both just take their gear off, and the boys know what's going to happen, and they just separate.
Yeah, they grab the refs. They don't let the refs get in there.
And they just come
Shen's
down.
like grabbing a ref. They're like, no chance.
Parting of the sea, the boys are just squared off. It's not going to happen because of what you said, and you're right. And Billy Guerin and Dean Evanson are smart guys, and the Wild are playing great. And I just want to tag this about the St. Louis Blues. I know this hits closer to home than you, and you don't have to touch. You don't have to touch on it if you don't want to. Say what you want about Binnington. But if you put what Binnington has between his ball sack and heart and what Braden Shen has, and your boy Bertuzzo, the Blues will be just fine. For these other kids that are learning, take pride like these guys are. Yeah. They're proud of what they're wearing. They're not happy where they are. I'd rather have guys like Binnington and Shen that lose their fucking marbles than guys that go through a game like that, which St. Louis played horrendous. The way they played defensively was embarrassing. They didn't compete. So I guess I'm saying, Updogg, I would take Binnington and Shen on my team any day of the week. Guys that care, guys that play with a little bit, you know what?
Well said. I don't even need to talk about it.
April 8th, put in the calendar. I want to see it. Let's go. Milk Carton presented by our boys at Life Force. I got in touch with Life Force. What's it called, Uppy, when they come over and take my blood? What are they called?
A phlebotomist.
They're coming.
I didn't even know that word existed until I hired Life Force.
I still don't know what it is. Like,
Anyways, they're coming over.
They're coming over.
They're coming over to take my blood. So not only is it super easy to sign up when you're a meat stick like myself and forget to call them back, like you're better off texting me than call me or email me.
Yep.
If you call me, I'm going to forget. I'm not going to. They stayed on me.
So you did your intake form.
I did my
signed
intake
it up
form.
with what you're looking for, age, sexuality, sex drive, all that good stuff. And now they come over, draw your blood. And then in probably a week after you go through, you have an online doctor that goes through all your labs and tries to fine tune, just tweak your, whether it's your diet or it's your, levels, hormone levels, testosterone levels, whatever the case may be. Dial it in, make you optimal, baby.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. Promo code
is Curfew.
So we've already put that linesman on the fucking milk carton. Keep him on there. Keep him on that fucking thing. I got to say something here, and this has nothing to do with Cale Makar, who I absolutely love, and I still think is the best defenseman in the NHL.
Yeah.
And Pettersson in Vancouver, who has proved me wrong. And you were right. You've always been a Pettersson guy, and he did this the other night where he got tripped and he waved off. No, it shouldn't be a penalty. Enough, boys. I don't care if you're the Norris Trophy winner or you're, Shane O'Brien, a sixth defense. If a fucking penalty is called, it's a penalty. It will even its way out. What are we getting to here? It's the NHL. We'll take the power play.
Yeah, fucking right.
What are you talking about, boys? Come on. Waving off calls. To me, I'm putting that on the milk carton. Boys, if a penalty is called, don't wave it off to the official.
Do you think Mahomes was doing that in the Super Bowl?
Exactly. Come on.
Yeah, down the last play. Fuck no. It's on the refs. That's their job. They get paid a lot of money.
Exactly.
Figure it out, refs.
And if you're Pettersson, a guy who plays the power play, and it's not, and I'm not picking on him
it's not to pick on any of them, really. It's just like, guys, just fucking take the power play.
Exactly.
That's it.
And I love Cale Makar, and I think Pettersson has proved me wrong. And the way he's playing, he looks to me, sticking with Pettersson, he looks bigger to me. I watched him play the other night. I know he's growing into that body, and he looks bigger to me. And I'm sure he's the nicest kid. I never played with a bad Swede, and I'm pulling for that kid. But boys, in general, how many players in the NHL? 700. If you get a fucking penalty called about you, just go, come on, power play, let's get one here.
Totally.
All right.
Fuck, I'd do anything for a power play shift right now.
I'd do anything to go in front of that right now and try to tip one in, or
I'd do anything for a pregame meal on the road right now with the boys. Get on that bird. Oh, man. So where are we going next? Chi-Town, boys? All right.
Enough of that. Enough of waving off the penalties. I'm putting that on the milk carton. And another thing I'm putting on the milk carton, way too long between these challenges of goals, if it's going to count or not. I don't know. We need something. We need it quicker. Because to me, it's just, especially with me, I'm betting on him. Max Jones the other day, shout out to Jonesy. Jonesy scored one, and the camera was on him, and he went to the ref, drop the fucking puck, because he didn't want his goal taken away, right? It was his sixth of the year. He's like, drop the puck. So the goal challenge, if it's not a goal, or if it is, too long uppy, putting on the milk carton, we got to speed this shit up. Right? If you had a goal, you'd be like, drop the puck.
Yeah, for waiting for the coach to look
at
the
it
thing.
9 times. 9 times. So, and then last but not least, the Flyers offense, 13 goals in 9 games.
A little stench going on over
there. If you want to point, that's not Chuck Fletcher's fault, is it?
No.
Or John Tortorella. That's just, you got to get some guys that can score.
Although, let's touch on the kid who had that fucking highlight reel snipe. What's his name from the Flyers? He's a tough forward lefty.
Seller.
Fuck, you talked about him last week.
We said get that
guy. And he just dangled
it was
Vegas. Dangled McNabb, I think.
It was
walked in and just roofed it. I had a few goals in that fucking Wells Fargo arena. None looked like that. That was nice.
It was nice, but I might have been watching that game. I just was watching a Flyers game, and I'm like, 13 goals in 9 games.
Seller's his last name.
Seller.
God, I like him.
Fights.
Fucking good Flyer guy.
Listen, I put him on Get This Guy a Beer presented by Labatt last week.
And then he did that.
I didn't know that he had that in him. I just liked him because he fucking could play and fought and hit and played hard. He could make a good pass.
Yeah.
That was National League. So
it sure was.
And last but not least, to our social media boy, Princey wants us to put the Calgary Flames on the milk carton. So Princey, there you go. The Flames are on the milk carton.
You're welcome.
They're done. Weegsy, baby, I love you. Book your flight down here. We'll play some golf. You boys are out. It's probably a good thing, right?
It's nice to know that they're out now. So they could just focus on the summer.
The question to I guess we could talk about it. We'll probably talk about it. Like,
does Daryl get fired? Right? Does everyone take a deep breath?
I think he's the wrong guy for the
for who
mission
they got now.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
And it's no disrespect to Daryl Sutter. We both respect him. But, maybe you sit down with Hubie and Kadri and Weegsy and these guys that you have in there now and say, hey, listen, all right, what do you think of Daryl? I think there's going to be a real evaluation of everything there because there was so much turnover. We'll see.
Yeah, no, it's a completely different group. And they're going to need a guy that keeps things quite frankly, Calgary, you've been there. It's a tough place to play.
Don't I know
a lot of months, a little dark at 4:00. It's fucking tough to show up to the rink every day. Kind of got to have a guy that can motivate the right way.
Yeah.
Guy.
I will say this about the Flames, and I love Marky, and I know how much he means to you, and I just think he's having a bad year, but their goaltending has been
it's shaky.
Yeah, I mean, their
Last
save
night was a
percentage is
prime
891, like second worst in the league.
Probably in the history.
Yeah, so to me, like on Daryl's, sticking up for Daryl because I do think he's a good guy, and I would have liked to play for him. If Marky's Marky, they're probably in, right?
Yeah.
Right? If he's a Vezina guy, they're probably in.
That's what separates teams from getting in or not is goaltending. Winning those 1-goal games. Look, it's 26 1-goal game losses. That ultimately is like tough goalies,
Wow, there you go.
tough goaltending.
Look at you, buddy. Good stat there.
I mean, in 15 overtime and shootout losses, like that goes on both guys, but ultimately, like if your goalie saves a couple extra ones there.
Look at this fucking stat Princey found. 77 posts hit. They keep that stat? Holy fuck. Most in the NHL. I would say hit the fucking net, boys. Eh, Ups?
0 third period comeback wins.
That's lack of scoring. That's just lack of scoring. And listen, Hubie's going to turn into what Hubie was. Like, is he ever going to have the chemistry he had with Barkey? 21 losses when out shooting the opponent.
By 10 or more shots.
Yeah. Well, that's again just guys that can't score.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's coming in over the blue line and being like, I got to get my fucking algorithm up here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one shot from the blue line.
My boy's got the over on shots. I'm just gonna lay a couple of the pillows here and see what I can do. But when I watch the Flames play, I think all the changes, really hurt them, like I said, and just they have had a hard time scoring goals. They play hard and maybe they'll keep Daryl. We'll see, but they're out. Updogg, I'm not even going to talk about the no fight in the Quebec League. Fuck it. I'm not even going to talk about it. Unless
they
you
don't fight anyway.
Yeah, I'm not going to get fucking. Updogg, one thing I saw watching the games though, brother, is there's only 8 guys left in the league.
Dying breed.
Brings a tear to my eye, brother.
Wearing no visors. Oh, man.
Used to be, we both put one on, right? You put one on a little earlier than me. I put one on near the end of my career. I'm not saying it's like you're a pussy if you wear a visor. I'm not saying that. It's just changing.
It was National League to be able to go no visor.
That's kind of more my point.
I dreamed about it when I was a kid.
Exactly.
And then I did it first game. I said, fucking this thing's coming off. Frosty, take this fucking visor off. I'm going out there and mucking.
Yeah, exactly.
Face first.
Exactly.
Muck.
Exactly.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Then I fucking Lidstrom broke my nose like 4 pieces, and I was like, put that thing back on.
Frosty, where's that visor?
Put that thing right here. Get the welding mask going.
So looking at this list, I'm going to say some people might know. It's Lucic, Reavo, Bogosian, Martin, the Ben brothers, the Fat Daddy, and Zach Cassian, who Cass has been hitting me up for 2 weeks, wondering when we're coming. He wants us to come out for the year-end bender. He's like, hey, can you and Uppy come out for the last game of the year? We'll tee it up. I'm like, Uppy's got 2 kids, and I don't think I got a year-end bender in me, Cass, but who's going to be the last one?
Jamie Benn.
Over the Fat Daddy?
I think so. What are they, same age?
Factor's younger. He's got it.
Factor's what, 31?
I don't even know how old the Fat Daddy is.
I think
you might be right.
I mean Jamie Benn's got fucking 30 goals this year.
Riley's 32.
Yeah.
Jamie Benn is 33.
Okay, my bad.
Jamie Benn would be the last guy.
I would say there's more of a chance that Factor puts one on before Ben does. Because Ben's bigger. Right? Maybe Fat Daddy eventually gets to the point when
listen, these I'm talking who retires.
You're talking about who retires first.
They're not putting on visors.
No.
They're going to say, fucking, put me in the grave before I fucking put a visor on. No chance.
Okay, so if
take my fucking skates and my jersey,
there's 2 guys left in the whole league, you still keep the visor off. So if it's me and you left.
Yeah. They're still fucking
no
visors.
We're going to still keep them off.
Oh, yeah.
When all these little pukes are running around with ones on.
Yes. I mean, there's only 8 guys left. So, yes.
I'll tell you what, when I went back down to the jungle, they go, I didn't even know the rule. They go, you got to put a visor on. I come into Abbotsford. I'm probably fucking a little hurting from, and I I go, hey fellas, first of all, where's my Bauer gear? And they go, well, you gotta wear CCM, which was a lie because there's exemptions. But I go, second of all, I don't wear a visor. So take that fucking thing off right now. And they go, no, you gotta wear one. And I went, what? And then Ward was like, yeah, it's a new rule down here. You have to wear a visor now. I'm like, not even grandfathered in. Like, I've been in this league before. No, it's mandatory. Fuck, first game Updogg. Ting, 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 ting. Got hit with fucking high sticks. I'm like, okay, this is good. I should have this baby on down here.
And listen, to touch on this, funny it happened right now. Not so funny, but Tutu did his Terrence Tutu Memorial Tournament up in Rankin Inlet this past weekend.
Yeah.
Took a stick in the eye and fucking went blind for three hours.
Toots?
Yeah, I flew him to Winnipeg. His eye is all good now. They did a bunch of tests and he went back to finish the tournament off. But I mean, it was bad.
He went back and played?
No, he went back to just partake in it.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
But scary thing. My boy sent me a photo and I was like, oh my God. So Toots, anyway, thinking about you. Glad your eyes okay. Eyes are, so now all joking aside, it could be a very good thing. It can save fucking,
big
your
time.
eyes.
No,
and we don't want,
listen, the game's so fast now. They shoot the puck so hard.
It still looks juice when you got no fucking
That's my
visor.
point.
Yes.
And I'm just saying, Updogg, we're getting fucking old. But I guess my point is that.
Mm-hmm.
For example, in 2009, 2010, in my Vancouver Canucks team, we had 10 guys that didn't wear a visor. And the name that jumps up to me is fucking Kyle Wellwood not wearing a visor. God bless you, Welly, eh?
He never went in the corners. Fucking good player.
Just little guy.
Good player.
Like, no visor. Welly, I love you. Great guy. To me, Sammy Salo didn't wear one either. But the rest of the guys on that list, Ryan Johnson, that guy used to block Biskies like with his face, literally. But the rest of that list makes sense to me. But Welly, I love you. I don't know, Updogg, just something I saw. So
yeah.
Missing Curfew, little social poll here brought to you by our good friends at Verbero. Check it out. The Missing Curfew line is up there. We did a poll when Patty Kane got traded. He took me to the inside a little bit. I thought I got him to his backhand, scored on Louis. The fans have spoken. 53% of the fucking mutants out there, just joking, love you guys, said it was my fault. 55% to 45. I honestly thought it would be more of a blowout. So thanks to the boys. Thanks to the boys out there for helping me out. The Missing Curfew faithful. I thought I was going to get roasted, but the next poll that Princey's going to do for us is: did the Updogg try to avoid contact with John Gibson?
Ooh.
I can't wait to vote on this. I am really looking
So
forward.
I'll wait to give my opinion after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give your opinion after.
All right.
I already know what I'm voting.
I'm sure.
I already know what I'm voting.
The video don't lie.
The video don't lie. Updogg, real quick. Conor McGregor was at UFC with sitting beside our boy or Lundqvist, who you know better than me, but I got to know a little bit through Mackel. I just think the NHL and UFC is such a great fit. And when these guys come to games, McGregor was loving it. He was up there shadow boxing, and I don't know, like, not that there's that much fighting in the NHL anymore, but still, when you see a hockey game live, UFC guys love it, man.
Of course.
They love it.
And McGregor's one of the, highest paid, most recognizable athletes on the planet. Get him involved. Get these guys, Get him a Labatt Blue. Get him on there.
Get him on there. I just thought it was
Give him
great.
some skates.
Get him out there. I just think that's a good mixture of, like, if we can ever tie
You're exactly right. Right partnership. Let's go, Dana White.
Let's go, Dana White.
Come on, Bettman.
I got to touch on this real quick too. Is Landeskog back skating with the Avalanche in a practice jersey, a red jersey, but good to see him back out there. God, I want to see him for playoff hockey. I want to see him for playoff hockey, buddy.
They need him. They're playing great right now, but they need him. He's a piece of the puzzle that you cannot go without. It's like, you just spend all this time doing that big ass puzzle and then you're missing one piece.
Yeah.
Sucks.
It was just good to see him out there. I guess he wasn't humming too quick.
Yeah.
He wasn't humming too quick, but he was out there.
Yeah, that's all right. Just get touches.
Just get touches. Get this guy a beer. I'd like to get Landy a fucking beer. Get this guy a beer presented by our good friends at Labatt Blue. We got them all over here. I want to first and foremost, this young kid Novak for the Predators. He's playing unbelievable for Nashville. They're probably going to miss here the last week. They kind of fell off, Updogg. But to people in Nashville, you got a good one. This Novak, he knows how to score. He kind of looks a little greasy. Doesn't got the best style, but he's playing good. So get this guy a Labatt Blue. And then Varanen last week took a skate in the face. In morning skate uppy. Could you imagine having to go get stitched up, go home, have your nap with your fucking Like
Brutal. Oh, man.
Comes out, gets 1-1. So Varanen, get this guy.
Get this guy a beer.
Get this guy.
Do I get to do it?
You get to do
I'm
it.
going, get this guy a fucking vodka right now. And it's the Russian goaltending right now in the goddamn NHL.
Yeah.
Georgiev?
Nasty.
Call him Georgie.
Call him Georgie.
Fucking guy.
Nasty.
Right? What
Nasty.
a pickup. I mean, if there's a
Nasty.
guy to take the reins now for these guys, what Colorado's, what they've done staying in the hunt this season with, all the injuries they've had, fuck,
Totally.
I mean, that's going to separate them in the
He's been
playoffs.
great.
Sorokin, Shesterkin, guys,
I know.
everything's fucking.
They're kicking, bud.
And then you got Vasilevsky. What are the Russians doing over there? What kind of fuck are they
Fire
doing?
pucks at goalies is what they're doing.
Crazy.
I mean, who knows when we're going to get a fucking, World Cup or whatever, but
Yeah.
that's not a bad goaltending crew
That's
there.
a solid. I mean, how do you pick two of those guys
Well,
to
you
go in?
pick Vasilevsky first.
Yeah.
Although Shesterkin's fucking so good too, man. Get him a blue light.
Yeah,
You're
get
right.
him a blue light too.
He's so good.
And then I also want to shout out another Russian, semi-Russian, semi-Finn. Alexander Barkov sets the Panthers' all-time points record last night.
Awesome.
I love the kid. He speaks such better English now than he did when I played with him.
Yeah, I was only there for a bit. He didn't talk a whole lot when I
No,
was
he
there.
didn't. But, he's just now all-time, scoring leader. It says a lot. The franchise has been around for a long time. He loves it there. He's a captain there, good young player. He's all-time ahead in goal scoring, and he's coming on to games played too. He's going to beat his boy Hubie.
Good for you.
So anyway, shout out to our boy Barkov. What a cat.
Get that. I don't think he does. I don't know if he drinks, but if he does, get him a blue light.
Get him a blue light. He'll have a couple,
Good
actually.
on you. That's good for Barkey. And I
Yeah.
did notice that now you bring it up on social media last night that Matty Tkachuk was posting about it. So congrats to Barkey. I wanted to give some love to Ryan Hartman. We've talked about the Wild. They're fucking humming. We've all been through injuries, but I know you went through a lot of them, and he missed the start of the year, and he came back, and he wasn't the Ryan Hartman of old. Well, listen, he's back. It's not just a Binner thing. He's been playing great. He's a really big part of this Minnesota Wild team, especially with Kirill the Thrill being out. So Ryan Hartman, get this guy a blue light, get him a beer. He's been playing great, Uppy. And then your boy, Ryan Reeve, he had a Gordie Howe hat trick.
Good for Reavo.
Gotta love
Back
Revo.
in the score sheet, baby.
Gotta love him.
Hey.
Gotta love him.
And then EK65, lip boomer in during the match.
Playing a
2
game with-
goals, Apple. Tell you, man.
So I couldn't imagine playing with a chew. And I know he's chewing that Swedish stuff, which is really good.
Yeah.
But I couldn't imagine playing with it.
Oh, gut rot, huh?
I did a couple warm-ups in Finland with the chew-in, but never played the game.
Yeah.
Never played the game. And then last but not least in this segment, sponsored by Labatt, get this girl a beer. Sarah Nurse.
Yeah.
Sarah Nurse was on TNT last week, and she was unbelievable.
Good.
For her to
Good.
come in and that probably be her first time with those guys for sure. Very smart. The way she spoke was great. Had a little swag to her. Funny, laughter, beautiful woman. So Sarah Nurse, congratulations.
Yeah.
To
TNT
me,
breaking the ice.
so entertaining. I enjoyed every second of it. There's a bright future for her. So I thought I was blown away up with how
Big
good
year
she was.
for her.
She
Cover of
was
the
great.
EA Sports and
Yeah.
some TNT time with Biz Nasty.
She's still playing too. So she was doing
Good
like
for
the
her.
shootout thing. She's like, I can't give out all my secrets. So
By the way, I cannot wait down the stretch here with you to show some of our fans some of our stuff that we're going to break down outside on that hockey net, bud, throughout the playoffs.
are we going to do it? Are we going to shoot
It's
that
gonna
bigger?
we're going to break down some plays during a couple live shows in the playoffs.
We're gonna
Bring the fans what they're looking
we're gonna
for.
skip.
Oh,
We're gonna skip National Leaguer segment this week just because we've run a little long here. And
Yeah.
Princey got a little upset with us because I said he made it a little easy on us. Well, now that guy, I mean, he doesn't have a jersey. He doesn't have anything. So we need the jersey at least. I have no idea who that is. No fucking idea. Yeah.
Some kid from Italy.
Oh, wow. Nice touch, boys. Nice touch,
Yeah,
boys.
oh, I like that. No, but
Okay,
see, if you could just
okay.
add his jersey right after, and then before the name, you add the jersey. Okay, you know what
Come
I'm
on
saying?
now, Updogg. Like,
No, we.
how
what do you
picky
guys
gotta
do?
be
So
here?
this guy.
No,
I
like
want
what
to
you
say.
just did.
Yeah,
But
no,
just
I know. I got
add
you.
the jersey
All right.
first. This is my lifeline, Max.
I want to say at one point this guy was, he was leading rookie scoring. He's third in rookie scoring.
Oh, wow.
Matthias Michelli plays for Phoenix, but I wouldn't have known him. I didn't even know him when you put the jersey on.
Between him and Clayton Keller, they're just, what are they? Can they even get in bars? How old is this kid?
Kells wants to tee it up with us, by the way.
Yeah,
This guy's
love to.
22.
Let's go into Phoenix.
All right, well, let's finish off let's finish off the National League segment then.
Yeah,
We're 0 for 1. Give us the next one.
All right.
I got you lifelines
Okay. You got me a lifeline?
if you want one.
Okay.
Who does
I'm
his
gonna need it.
who does his eyebrows?
Yeah.
Where is he? Hey, how about you eyebrows?
Pretty
Hey,
good flow
Have
on
you seen
them.
the movie We're the Millers? Hey, how about you eyebrows? What you doing eyebrows? Great flow on him. Good looking
Okay.
jawline. Good looking kid.
Let's start here. Western Conference or Eastern Conference?
This Western or Eastern?
Western.
Western League. Okay.
He could pass as Josh Richards, our TikTok
Yeah,
star.
he
Yeah,
can.
he could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he
don't know
could.
if he's got abs like him though. Okay. European or what nationality?
Canadian.
Ooh.
None of these fucking are going to help him out either.
Toronto.
Toronto kid.
Give us his jersey. Can we get his jersey before Max puts his name up, or is that against the rules?
I don't have it without the name.
Lion-
Just have
the
the jersey and the name.
Black and green is in the jersey.
So he's a Dallas Star.
Oh, is it? Hold on, let me look at their team. Can I do
Okay,
that?
I
Is
got no clue.
no. It's hard without the jerseys.
Second liner.
Second
now
liner
you
for
could go
Dallas.
Hold on,
Oh,
let me-
he's got all the snipes this year.
Hold on, just let me look at their team.
No, he's fuck. I know who he is. He's got fucking. Oh, it starts with a G.
Oh,
Not
it's
even close.
It's Wyatt Johnston.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
Wyatt Johnson.
I just had to look at their team.
Fucking, he's having a year.
Yeah, he's a rookie. He's 19 years old, right? 20, just turned
Wow.
20. Yeah, he's sick.
He's got 18 or 19 goals, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got it right here. He's got 20 goals. 20 goals.
He did get 20.
20
Good for him.
Yeah, they were going to send him back to junior, and he had such a good
Fuck
camp, and
off,
they're
yeah.
just like, he was playing so good, he didn't even go to World Juniors.
Good for him.
I wouldn't have got it even in his jersey, I don't think. He looks different on the ice. He's going to make lots of money. That kid.
Yeah.
That kid. We got one more?
One more.
Oh,
This guy's from Finland.
totally. The cheekbones.
Is he from Finland?
Minisk. BLR.
Oh, Belarus.
Minxed.
Minx. I always
Those were
want,
Loops played.
no, I always wanted to play there. Shout out
That's
to
where
the
Minx played.
Sergei Kostitsyn played in Minsk, Belarus. No, Loops played in fucking the middle of Siberia, bro. He never played Minsk, Belarus. Minsk, Belarus was one of the sickest cities back in time in that league. They weren't very good because
Yeah.
they didn't have the same payroll.
Okay.
Loops went to one of the rich teams at.
Okay, show us. What's his jersey?
Devils.
Devils.
Ooh.
Hard to pronounce.
Oh, it's
I got no fucking
I know
clue.
who. I just need to see their team. Hold
And
on.
I like the Devils. They're my squad.
I know who it is. Don't tell me. Just let me. I don't know if this is cheating against the rules.
Do you want a
But
position?
no, I just need to see their team, and I'm going to know who it is.
I want to hear you pronounce it too.
Fuck,
There's-
I don't know who it is.
Yeah, I'm out to lunch here.
It's the forward. I know who it is. Hold on. No, I don't know who it is, actually. Tell me who it is. Yeah, that's. Is he a forward or D?
Like,
Forward.
I've never even heard. That's one first name of a Russian I've never heard before.
Yeah, yeah.
Yegor.
They have him as a centerman, but he plays fourth line right winger for the Devils.
Fuck, we got stumped up. 0
That's
for
like-
3.
I feel like his name was
Sharagovich.
Igor, and then he changed it to Yeezy, like Kanye did back in the day.
Yeah. He's got a way better tan in this picture. This must have been after the summer here, right before training camp. He's got a great tan. Princey got us, bud.
0 for 3.
Princey got us. He said because I chirped him last week that he was
Yeah.
going to bring the heat. I would say Princey find a happy medium there, right? We don't need, maybe, but fucking guys that we know at least a little bit, no?
I would agree.
Because I didn't know any of those guys. I knew Wyatt Johnson, but 0 for 3. National Leaguers. I think it's a great segment. We're going to keep going. A great job, Maxie, Binger, Updogg. Always a pleasure with you in the studio. That was Missing Curfew.